Naming layers. You can create and name a layer for each functional category of objects and assign it properties to be common to the objects on that layer. By organizing objects onto several layers, you can control the visibility and the object properties of a large number of objects. And the way you name those layers can be controlled by a specific corporation, an industry, or even client standard. If you decide to organize your own layer scheme, choose the layer names very carefully. Try to use some common prefixes so the name of the layers can be related to the drawing components to make it easier to manipulate the groups of the layers. If you stay consistent with the way that you name your layers, you can save a lot of time by creating and saving a drawing as a drawing template or a .dwt file with layers, line types, and colors already assigned. When you work with various people, you'll encounter different naming schemes for their layers. You can also go ahead and add a description to the layers so that others who aren't familiar with your naming scheme can quickly catch on. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at this layer. As you can see, the layers in here have their own naming scheme. If you come to this file here, these also have another naming scheme, very similar to the other file. Selecting this file, we look at the way the names of these layers are set up, and they don't seem to follow that same convention, but nonetheless, they're named and they're set up in the way that may be required for this document. And lastly, if we come to this file here, which doesn't have that many names, the names are pretty straightforward and they're easy to understand.